Have you ever felt that deep, personal inner struggle? That feeling where you know what's right, you really want what's good, but it's like something inside you is just pulling you in the complete opposite direction. Well, let's dive right into that, because what we're talking about today gets to the absolute heart of that conflict. And look at this quote from the book of Romans, "Wretched man that I am." This isn't just some ancient line from a book. No way. It's a desperate cry that you can hear echoing all through human history. It's that awful feeling of being trapped by your own nature, right? Knowing you're enslaved to something but you just can't break free on your own. Honestly, that's the voice of pretty much all of us at some point.
Okay, so where does this anguish actually come from? I mean, what's behind it all? Well, there's a specific name for it, a theological term that just perfectly captures this tension that we all feel inside.
And that word is concupiscence. It sounds complicated, but it's really not. Think of it like this. It's that internal tilt, that default setting we have to misuse our freedom. It's the huge gap between our best intentions and what we actually end up doing. We know the truth, right? But our passions still manage to pull us off course, and that is the core of this whole conflict.
So what do we do about it? Well, this is where most of us get completely lost. We try to fix this really deep, spiritual problem with, purely human tools. We think, okay, I just need more discipline, or I just need more willpower. We tell ourselves if we just try harder, we can finally win this battle. But you know what? That approach, it's just doomed to fail.
And to really see why this whole self-reliant thing is so flawed, let's look at a really powerful example from the life of Moses.
So, picture the scene from the book of Exodus. Moses sees a terrible injustice happening. He's absolutely filled with zeal, with compassion for his people. I mean, he wants to do the right thing. But, and this is the key detail, what does he do? He looked this way and that. He makes his move, but he does it completely on his own terms, using his own strength, his own judgment.
And boom. Look at the consequences. His act of so-called justice done his own way, it didn't lead to liberation, not even close. It led to him becoming a fugitive. The Prince of Egypt is suddenly on the run, forced into exile. It took him 40 years in the wilderness, just being a simple shepherd, to unlearn that impulse to rely on his own power. It was only after that long, slow process of surrender that he was finally ready for what God actually had in store for him.
Look, this is way more than just an ancient story. It's a blueprint, really, spiritual instruction. And so it forces us to ask ourselves a pretty tough question. When we're fighting our own inner battles, are we making that same mistake? Are we acting like that prince in Egypt, just relying on our own strength to try and fix everything?
So here's the bottom line, the crucial point of all this. If our whole strategy for fighting this inner war is built on our own ego, our own pride, our own self-confidence, well, we are literally just setting ourselves up for failure, again and again and again. It's a total dead end.
Okay, so if self-reliance is the wrong path, what's the right one? Well, this brings us to something that is both wonderful and, frankly, a little scary about who we are. The answer is found in understanding the profound gift that's at the very center of our creation, our free will.
You see, it's like we're made with these two incredible realities. On one hand, we are created in the image of God. That means we have this incredible, almost limitless potential for goodness. But on the other hand, we've been given this gift of free will. And it's not just symbolic, it's real, it's decisive, and man, does it carry some serious weight.
And with that incredible freedom comes the ultimate choice. This isn't some abstract philosophical idea. Nope. This is a choice that is laid out right in front of each and every one of us, right here, right now.
I mean, just listen to the weight of these words from the book of Deuteronomy. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. Notice that? He doesn't say someday or back then. He says this day. It's an immediate, present tense thing. The choice between two completely different paths is right there in front of you.
And this is so, so important. God respects our freedom. He's not going to force us to be good. He won't compel holiness. Think about it. Through creation, through grace, through the cross, He has already done everything He needs to do. His part is done. The next move, well, that's up to us. So here it is. The choice stands right before us. Are we going to stay stuck in that mess, that state of inner conflict, that fallen nature we've been talking about? Or are we going to choose the other path, the one where we actually become conquerors, not by our own muscle,
but through a grace that's being freely offered to us.
So, what does it even mean to choose the blessing? What's the goal of that path? Well, there's a beautiful name for it. It's called Theosis.
Now, theosis, this is a huge idea. It's nothing less than participating in the divine life itself. That's the ultimate destination when you choose the blessing, when you accept grace. And you've got to get this, it is not automatic. It's not a magic trick. Grace doesn't just steamroll our freedom. It's a gift that is offered, but it has to be freely accepted by us. It is never, ever imposed. Our free will is front and center, all the way to the end.
And really, that's the choice that stands before us every single day, isn't it? It's not some one-and-done decision we make and then forget about. No, it's a continuous path, a journey. The struggle is absolutely real, we all know that. But here's the thing. So is the offer of grace. The journey to keep choosing that blessing, to keep choosing life, well, it continues.